What's happening, fam? It's your boy Mash, and I'm back again with another video. And yo, bro, I just want to send greetings to anybody who's watching. If you've watched this one, that means you watched the first one, and now you're watching the third one. Well, it's not the third one, technically, this is the seventh one. Anyway, you see my face, okay. Anyhow, let's jump into our weekly scoop. Man, this week's scoop is filled with some sad news, man. Some sad news. I don't know if you know Christian Atsu. um he played for Newcastle and also played for Chelsea. Or if you really watch the 2010 World Cup, he was the number 10, number 7, I beg your pardon, number 7. He was actually a very talented footballer. Well, he was in Turkey and he was playing football over there, and unfortunately he was caught in the earthquake, and he didn't manage to make it. So that's some sad news there on Christian Atsu. I really like the guy, man. I felt like he never really reached his potential, even though he was very good. I mean, he did play some very nice football, but I just felt like he didn't reach his potential. Well, he didn't make it. He was missing for like 7 days, 11 days. So when they finally found him, it was just a body, and that's so unfortunate. And just condolences to the family and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And then also an AKA is finally buried. Ah, man, such a sad death, bro. I was really sad about that one. And yeah, man, rest in peace to the legend. And phew, the way he died as well, it was just unexpected. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't think AK will get shot like that. You know what I'm saying? And the video was on the internet and stuff like that. It's just, man, the world we're living in these days, it's wild, bro. It's wild. So unfortunately, my weekly scoop for this week is just sad news, death and stuff like that. But then, hey, death is part of life. And unfortunately, both of these guys, they died in like really tragic ways. You know what I'm saying? So man, let's just move on and let's just keep on going, man. And if you lost someone in your life, just gonna be sending prayers towards you, bro. Losing someone is traumatic. It's like, it's a huge change in life, and it's just okay, let's be strong, bro. And on the main course for today, we're going to talk about something that we all like, we all love. Some of us excessively, some of us unhealthy, in an unhealthy dose, and some of us in the right way, and some of us we don't understand it, and some of us we really understand it. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to talk about sex. You know what I'm saying? Sex, bro. We're going to talk about sex, and sex is good. I must start by saying that sex is very good. On that note, sex is good, bro. And but here's the thing, though. Sex was intended for two people in a union. This is prescribed by your creator, by God, the author, the one who made you, the one who knows everything about you. So it was intended for two people. And the purpose for sex is basically for reproduction. And also, if you're wondering, I'm eyeing the side, it's my girl, she's here. Don't even go there. So yeah, sex is for reproduction, and sex is also for bonding between husband and a wife. So these are the main purposes for sex. I mean, there are other purposes, but basically I would say, I don't know what you tell me what you think other purposes for sex. I think reproduction, bonding between wife and husband, and also when they say marriage, right? Marriage, like these two are marriage. Biblically, once you have sex with someone, you are married. Why do I claim that? Well, Let's just look at Genesis 2 verse 24. Say this why a man leaves his father and mother, is united to his wife, and they become one flesh. Now when they say one flesh, that's the coming together of two separate flesh and becoming one. So if you're sleeping with someone, they're your wife. And if you have slept with more than 5 people, you've been married more than 5 people. That is fact. You know what I'm saying? So this verse is in Genesis, but it's also Jesus himself answers a question when it comes to divorce with the same verse that's in Matthew 19 verse 5. It was also saying the same thing. He said the exact same words, which is this is why a man leaves his father and mother and unites to his wife, and they become one flesh. So here they're talking about divorce. Should we separate from our wives for any reason? Jesus is like, yo, once you are one, you are one. There can never be any type of separation. You know what I'm saying? Like, you might be separated, like divorce, like we go in separate ways, but you are still one flesh, bro. You don't fool some metaphysics. You cannot fool them. Okay, so there's the thing though. Sex is biological. It is like it's a thing that's set in our biology. You know what I'm saying? I should keep on shedding a shadow here. It's a biological thing, bro. It's set in our biological time, like in our biological being, bro. It's like it's set in there to prevent the perish of the human race. You know what I'm saying? Like it's to prevent our perish. Like you see that in also in Genesis 1 verse 28, God says fill the earth and multiply, or multiply and fill the earth. Basically that's like, you know, just like we should be filling the earth. This thing of what they're saying that there's too many people on earth, that's a lie, bro. Like they can never, like I don't think God can set a balance where we can be too much on the earth and then some white guy with some technology can try to tame us, and they're not God. Okay, so the whole purpose is to reproduce and be as many as we can. And here's where my conversation is gonna going forward. Like for us to be many or to reproduce, there has to be family, because family is what's gonna keep the balance. You feel me? Like so we can multiply, but family is very important. Family is the basis of a society, of a civilization. It starts with family, and then community, and then city, and then country, and then this continent, like that. But the base is family. That's the basis. So now it's biology. That's why the edge is so strong of sex, that it's all set. Like we are set to mate. Okay, like that's just, it's so natural for us to mate, because it's for the preservation of our species. Okay, so now we agree that it is a biological thing. It shouldn't, even though it is an age, we shouldn't submit to a primitive age, because to our primitive edges, because we are sophisticated beings. We are special creatures. We got a mind and we got order. You get what I'm saying? So we shouldn't necessarily submit to our primitive edges. That's so, especially sex, because you know power uncontained can be destructive. Just like if you don't I don't know, set the fire straight, it's gonna burn the whole house or burn the whole thing, or burn what, like it's just gonna burn. You know what I'm saying? So here is where sex is bad. Here is where it becomes a negative thing if it is not in marriage. Sex outside of marriage is, we can term it promiscuity, aka fornication. So if you're having sex and you're not married, or you are outside of marriage, or you're not married, you are basically fornicating, and you are in promiscuity. You are practicing promiscuity. What is that then? Because there's the thing though, sex is by nature sort of addictive, and if you start performing or indulging in sex outside of marriage, there's the thing, you're going to want to different so you're gonna want to have more and different, because it is quite enticing. It's of the flesh. And anything of the flesh which is of desire, it doesn't have like a bottom end. You just want to keep on filling it up, filling it up, filling it up. And without marriage, you're gonna be going crazy. And when you go crazy, it's gonna backfire to you, because promiscuity, that's like sleeping with multiple partners, it's so bad, especially to everybody, because it takes your edge, it takes out your sharpness. Besides of obviously the collecting of spiritual, of multi foreign spiritual forces, we know about that one. Like it's like you're just dipping yourself in different pools, and you're mixing yourself and dating yourself, and that's just not good for your spirituality. You have to remember that we are spiritual beings having a human experience. So really, we should be catering more to our spirituality. That's when you are just, dipping yourself in, you are dating your spirit, and you are never really gonna reach your maximum potential. And your maximum potential is your purpose, and your purpose is your reason for living. And if you're not living in your purpose, you are suffering, you are burning. Okay, you are not living life, you're going through a lot of struggles. So what I'm trying to say is that when you indulge in sex, indulge in your fleshly desires, you're gonna become less sharp, you're going to become weak, you are going to become pointless, and you are hindering your maturity. The thing with sex is that it makes your mind mushy, because that will be the only thing you're thinking about. Why? Because we cannot run away from the fact that sex is so good, it can really take over your mind. But then the purpose of it is not really for it to take over your mind. It's for, like I said before, it's for reproduction, bonding with husband and wife. By the way, if you're married, you should be having sex. A lot of it. You know what I'm saying? Okay. You should be having a lot of sex. So, sex is so important. Sex is so important that to attack the foundation of a civilization, that can be done through the dismantling sexual self-control. Let me repeat that. To attack the foundation of a civilization, you can do that through dismantling sexual self-control. You understand? So if you take out the sharpness of a man, then you cannot achieve anything. You cannot have a focus, because you are always distracted by sex. It's so strong that it can distract you from everything, anything, bro. Especially us as Majita. Like, you cannot really focus on anything. Everything you'll be thinking about is how to get more sex. If you're gonna look good, if you're gonna have more clothes, the money that you get, you're gonna spend it on looking good so that you can get more sex, and that's gonna distract you. Nobody has got a purpose of having more sex in life. Cap, it's not. If you ever tell yourself that your purpose is to have a bunch of sex in life, you are lying to yourself, and you are burning here on earth in hell, and you're gonna regret it. It's either by time or by some sort of a result from your actions. That's facts for you, bro. Now, when I'm talking about all this sex, all of that, I want you to understand one thing, that especially with my with the last quote I just gave you right now, that to attack the foundation of a civilization is to dismantle sexual self-control. Now, here's the thing, though. If you notice how they're always playing something sex on TV, think about that, especially here in our African society. Like, come on, let's talk about that. Like, everything on TV, it's something, like, they are parading some fashion. They've made fashion seem like fashion, like being fashion, like fashionable. You have to be wearing some sort of a revealing skirt, short dress, something that has to be revealing. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we can be lying to ourselves and saying that, man, then look away. You can't, bro. We are sexual beings. Like, we are like that. And so I think they're out to get us. I think they're trying to take the power from the African young man. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to take that power from us, because if you focus on sex, you cannot achieve really anything. You cannot achieve a family, first of all, and the family is very important in the prosperity of your community, of your country, of your continent, and of the world. Okay, so they just want you to just be a pawn, or a pawn, like in chess, just a pawn that you can just move and control, because it's so easy to control someone with sex. If you notice how, like, a girl can control you if you really want her and she knows that you want sex, she can really control you, so you can be easily controlled with sex. So the system has got, they've tarnished our women as well. They make it seem like they're expressing themselves while they're actually revealing themselves and weakening their own men. You get me? That's wrong, bro. That's not right. The system is out to get us, especially out here in Africa, bro. We haven't really reached a point in our existence since the struggle, because I mean, literally think about it. From slavery, and then there was colonization, and then colonization, then there was struggle for freedom, and then after that we got our freedom, or not really got our freedom, but we got some form of, like, just like a breather, bro. And then now they're just really attacking men. You know what I'm saying? There's this thing called the sexual revolution. The sexual revolution was something, I think it started from the 1960s or something like that, where they give women more power and told women that they can sleep with men in, like, smash men as they want, like trying to make women men. You know what I'm saying? And then men just like throw them into this wilderness of free sex, and just, you don't have to get married. You do have to get married, because that's what's gonna prosper our world, bro. We need to prosper our world. We need to prosper our Africa. We need to think about that one. So I am saying to you right now that sex is good. Do not be fooled. Sex is very good. It is for for you to create your own descendants, and for you to create a bond between you and your wife, and to love, bro. It's a physical thing, but it's also connected to love. Sex is better when you love somebody. You know what I'm saying? So I guess at the end of the day, or at the end of this talk, I just want you to know that sex is very good, and you need to have your person. You need to get married to enjoy the benefits of success, so you can really enjoy it to the maximum and really build, and not jeopardize jeopardize your goal in life, yourself. Like, you are very important. You are here to serve the world. You are here to progress an entire generation. You understand? Yeah, bro, that's my mouthful. That's all I'm gonna say for now. And your fam, let's go, bro. And I like it, bro. I'm getting some views on Facebook. Let's go, bro. And if you feel like there's somebody who can learn from this, tag them. You know what I'm saying? It's smash, bro. You know what it is, bro. Catch me another time, next time, same place, same time, whatever it is. Yo, I love you. Peace.